I'm just going to let you speak this time. Go on. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Go
welcome
on,
back.
do your thing.
Ladies and
That's it,
gentlemen,
it's good.
see, I was doing this to someone the other day and they almost hit me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Folk in Scotland. And people have pointed out, they have noticed the new calm me, the new relaxed, sitting back. Just
You know when...
But it's fucking gone. Do you want to fucking know why?
Huh?
I'm in the lift yesterday.
Oh.
I'm going to paint a picture. I'm going to paint a picture.
Uh-huh.
I'm working
You like
away.
that woman that paints with her feet?
Yeah, but
Yeah, okay.
I stay in the lines. Anyway.
Just to let you know, I'm a bit bilious today. If you smell anything, just carry on. Okay? Just carry on.
No.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
So I've got a couple of parcels and I thought I've got to go to Tesco's to drop them off. So what I'll do, I'll get my lunch at the same time. Now, the
Beef
reason I'm
sandwich?
saying that, I know I went up to Tesco, so I got a
Nice one.
salad.
Okay.
I got a salad.
Okay.
So I'm saying that because when I'm here, my mind is just on work. It's like a meditation. I'm just working. I'm just going.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I really enjoy
You
it.
like Carradine in the film?
Relaxed.
Yeah. Do you use a little wooden thing instead of a pillow?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't use a pillow.
No, I know you don't.
But anyway, I get a sore neck. But anyway, it's very relaxing. So I'm like on the show, I'm relaxed. So I get in the lift, relaxed. Someone on my floor gets on the lift as well. They're relaxed. How you doing? Lovely, lovely. Oh, weather. Ooh, ha, ha. Just usual. Open the door, and there's a man with a load of stuff on a trolley, and he went, right, out, I need in there. And I lost my fucking mind. Out of nowhere, I just went, what the fuck did you just say to me, cunt?
Yeah.
Now, the person who was with me got a fright.
Aye.
So they backed up against the glass.
Aye.
And I'm going, you fucking cunt, who the fuck are you? After a few seconds, I could see they regretted what they said.
Yeah.
And then they said, no, I just need in. Well, I'm fucking standing here, you cunt. And a week of being calm fought against me.
Oh, that's done.
It's done.
Like, it's like if you gave up fags for 40 years and then you go out on a Saturday night and smoke a Hill Pack. You know, the big granny fags.
It was just, I was...
That's what I do as well. Now, you and I are the same. We go through life. We're considerate.
Yes.
I open doors for old ladies.
Yes.
I never litter. But
all these things.
But people think that people go through life thinking they're the number one. And folk need to bow to their will.
Yep.
And they think that everyone's just a sucker that's going to put up with it. So when I get treated in the street, if someone is impolite to me, I react with extreme aggression.
You have to go
extreme, like almost pantomime-esque anger.
Right. Yes. Now, passive aggression, people think they say that someone being quietly rude is passive aggressive. No. Someone ordering you to do something because they feel that's passive aggressive. Right?
I had a situation.
They've taken control. This guy he's not even here.
No.
And he just...
Are they next? Are they moved?
No, I don't know where they went.
Find out.
I don't know where they went.
Find out, let's end
But I
them.
went, you fucking cunt. I says, where do you think I'm fucking going, you prick?
Aye.
I says, do I fucking know you? And he went, no. I says, don't fucking speak to me, you cunt. I just lost my mind. I lost my mind.
I was, there was the other day, there's people moved in, had all this stuff in the lift, and the lift door opened. And I think he thought I was going to help him take his stuff out. Was I? Fuck.
Right, okay, let's continue. Before this, right, I could feel a bubbling within me.
A bubbling.
Because there was this young lady who's, I think, new to the building. And she walked in the lift, and I walked in, and she just went 4. So we're all the way at the top. I've got to come down. Do you know what I mean? Instead of saying, what? Because if I go in, I go, what are you on? And they go,
Yeah, so
I just go, you know. And you sort it out. It's not it's just politeness. But I went, I'm not going to let that bother me.
No. But it stung you.
Then there was someone moving out. And there was tons of stuff going.
Yeah.
And they were pulling it all. And they went, sorry, we're going to take a while. And I went, then I'll wait. And they went, just take the stairs. I went, go and fuck yourself. Get out. Right? I can't even walk upstairs. I'm like, fucking...
Imagine telling somebody just take the stairs.
Just take the stairs. Imagine that.
Well, you just move your stuff up the stairs.
So they were pulling stuff out and it all started to fall. Because they're moving and it all started to fall. And they looked at me like, like I should pick it up.
Yeah.
But I didn't let it bother me.
No.
I didn't let it bother me. I waited.
But
I got in the lift.
It's like that water torture, slow drips.
But then this guy just went, he didn't even make eye contact. He just went, all right, you out. I need in there.
Fucking hell.
right you out.
I've
You know that
noticed
pain
this
I get
before.
constantly in my chest?
Aye, I've noticed.
It's shot back.
I've noticed this before. The worst people in this building are the folk that hire it for a week.
Oh my God.
Oh, there was a fashion show here
they
years
own
ago,
it.
and they were like going about and I was just out, absolutely furious.
They just own the building.
Furious. You were going for a piss, and they were all in there doing their makeup.
Well,
because there's a hierarchy of cuntishness, and I think maybe actors are the worst.
Yes.
Then dancers are, but
They're all. I know that.
then actors, then artists.
Yeah.
But I think actors are probably the biggest twats. Stand-up comedians are quite bad, but they're like an actor.
Yeah, I would agree. They're all the same.
I worked with dancers
But failed.
before, and I've maybe told this story. And it was with kids. I was the artist, and there was multidisciplinary. There was actors there. There was fucking dancers. There was artists. And I was getting the kids to make masks. And woman goes to me, "What kind of masks are they?" I says, "They're just masks, animal masks." She goes, "No, are they tie behind the ears or a stick mask?" I says, "I'm not sure. It's not important." She goes, "As a matter of fact, I studied masks for 3 years at drama college."
Studied masks.
Studied masks.
Now, I don't believe in hitting people.
Yeah.
But there's certain circumstances.
You'd be doing a favour.
You will get a key to the city if you slapped her.
If you ended her line so that genetic didn't continue. You're very angry today.
You know, I'm calm.
I noticed you're drinking that Oasis shite.
I couldn't drink. I had to get something. I couldn't drink the coffee because I was drinking the coffee. I was fucking mad because of cunts. Then wait, here's another thing. I go to the left, and the lift's not working.
Oh no, because
they're holding it. It
not.
breaks.
Aye.
If you hold the lift, it breaks.
Which floor were they on?
That one. It was this one. So I was like,
I think they're gone. Because one of them is the fat. I'm led to believe he's a dancer, but he's like fattest fucking Tweedledee. I don't know how he dances. One kind of like a spinning top.
Yeah.
Once he got going, there's no stopping him.
Amazing.
No stopping him.
I was.
Just
they were
awful.
holding the lift,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I was like, I can't. So I went on the stairs and I crawled up the stairs. I couldn't wait because if someone came out,
legs, yeah.
I'd fucking kill them. I'm at the point where I'm about to get, as our listeners know, I'm about to get an MRI to see what's wrong with this fucking leg.
I can tell you.
And then I've got to walk up fucking loads of stairs because these cunts are. And I was like, no.
I remember here.
I've already been screaming at someone.
Before they put a lift in here, I moved everything you see in here. I moved in before the lift. Oh man, it was an absolute arse kill. I didn't care if I would survive it now. I'm not as young as I was.
Yeah, we have to remember we carried all this up.
Carried it all up
because the lift was broken.
The lift was broken. To be fair, we wouldn't have really got it up in the lift.
Wouldn't have got it in.
Do you notice where Skip's getting emptied?
Yeah, what's that all about?
I don't know, but where's that stuff come from?
It just appears. Apparently, a van appeared the other day and just dumped stuff in it and drove away. As it happens with the bins round the back, I've noticed.
But
vans just come in.
Where's it coming from?
Don't know.
It's just appeared in a skip. But what I'm laughing at, the guys were looking at the tyres on the ground, and I think they get to take them away.
Excellent!
Yeah.
Take them all.
Yeah,
take them all.
Because we've got a guy here who's a flamboyant. There's a 3 detectives mystery called The Something of the Purple Pirate.
Oh, it's him.
And it's him. He's the purple
pirate.
I'll have to show you the cover of the book. Alfred Hitchcock Investigates.
Okay.
Where he put his name. He got money. He never wrote the books, but I thought he did when I was a wee kid. Jupiter Jones, Pete Crenshaw, and Bob something. And they were the soft.
Were you like growing up in the early 50s?
No, but I read these books, and I've still they're here. They'll probably be the last thing you see when this whole collapses.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm not now because I've managed to get over it. But I was a perfectionist. So when I'd read a book,
you've got over it.
Go over it. When I read a book, I'd read a book like that because I didn't like to damage the spines.
That's a condition.
So what my dad used to do, he'd give us a look at your book, and he'd threaten
just so you could fuck. Oh, he threatened it just to wind you up.
Yeah, to wind me up. But I'm over it now. I don't mind these little things because, like, I'm falling to bits. So you just can't. You see yourself in the mirror. There's bits start to jowl. You're the same.
Yeah, I've
see
got
these
that.
bits.
Yeah, because
But move them a bit.
Because I'm in my 50s.
Where are they from? What kind of meat is that?
This is another thing that's fucking annoying me. Some people, they'll go like that. Oh, you're getting grey hair.
Oh,
I'm 53 this year. What?
I've had
What do they
grey-
think's
I've
going to
had grey hair
happen?
since my early 30s.
And those motherfuckers have no right to speak about anyone's
Well,
fucking face.
You know what's good though? I saw Paul Rudd in the telly the other day. He's getting
Yeah.
old. Fuck you, Paul Rudd.
well,
He's suddenly aged.
this is he's not
aged.
suddenly aged. He's always aged. He's just had really good hair dye. Look back on him.
Oh, is he always
when
had
he's
the-
in Clueless,
It's like-
he looks 12.
it's
He's
like-
aged.
It's like Ant and Dec. They've got hair dye.
Oh, the hair dye
Dec
budget.
or Ant, I don't know the difference. The one with the 4, he's probably drinking.
He's
alcohol.
drinking it.
He
He's
says,
got-
"Has this got alcohol in the hair dye?" Yes.
He's got an issue.
Mhm.
No, Keanu Reeves. People say he's never aged a day. He got a beard.
Yeah. when
Get a
he-
full
with-
beard, you look fine.
Without his beard, he looks.
He's
out.
old.
He looks old.
Because why? Because he's 60.
yeah.
It's perfectly
the
okay.
nicest. I think Keanu Reeves is genuinely the nicest person in Hollywood.
He seems
He's
to be.
unbelievable stuff he does.
He seems to be, and
He just does
yeah.
all these acts, so he doesn't. He's not one for the money. It's
Yeah.
peculiar.
He got
he's
all his
pecu-
money for films and just gave it
He's
away
this
to the crew.
peculiarly
And,
pleasant guy,
yeah, I like him.
and he'll and he's had such tragedy in his life.
Yes, very much so.
Not John Travolta tragedy. It's all his own fault.
Yeah.
Speaking about tragedy, yeah.
Yeah.
Could we dedicate this episode to someone?
To
I was-
someone.
I was speaking to someone the other day who's a
Oh.
fan of the show,
Well,
Jordan,
okay.
or as I want to call her, Katie Half Price. But she said
Okay.
that she's been listening to the show. She's been going
Okay,
through
Jordan.
sometimes,
Okay.
and she's been listening to the show, and she said the nicest thing that the show had been keeping her going and getting her laugh. So let's make this particularly unpleasant for her.
Let's just push her over the edge.
This is
with
be
this-
so deep.
Well,
'Cause
Jordan,
this is the angriest show we've ever had. This one goes out to
I
you.
am fucking angry today, but not because of Jordan.
Not
Jordan,
because of you.
thank you very much. And I
she's
really
a-
appreciate that you
she's a
listen.
big fan.
That's
Big
good.
fan.
But getting back to my fucking anger,
Oh God.
right? So I go up the shop the other day.
Oh, what shop? Set the scene.
Co-op.
Okay.
Right? So I go up the co-op
Uh huh.
and I have to buy two things.
What?
A packet of crisps
Right.
and some bin bags.
But that's an expensive bin bag out the copay, mate.
I needed them. I'd run out.
I could have given you some.
Oh, well, I've got them now.
Oh well. Okay.
Too late! No, calm. I mean, too late, but thank you.
Did you see the new beggar guy there? It's like, hi.
Have you seen the whole crop of professional beggars we've got
Aye.
with like signs and they've got neon lights
Aye.
around them?
There's a guy, it's like, I was in the shop and he goes, hi, how you doing? And I thought, I know him. And when I came outside, he's like waiting for me. And I thought, is this somebody I know?
Yeah.
And then he goes, pointed to his mouth. I'm like,
Blowjob.
what? Yeah.
Blowjob.
It meant hunger. It's international
And
sign
I
for hungry.
watched.
Let's just say he was a bit fat for a hungry person.
Well, have you seen they get dropped off with a minibus
Oh,
and
Jesus.
picked up at night? It's,
Did
I
they?
don't know if they're gang run or whatever, but
Aye.
it's professional
There's
beggars
something
just
going on.
suddenly.
Yeah.
You used to see that in London, and I've never seen it here. This
Yeah.
is the first time I've seen it here. Sort of
Jeez.
professional beggars.
That copey's not
Very
a good
strange.
place to beg. They can't get
No,
any
and
money.
there's XL bullies get tied up
Yeah.
beside you. You'd be sitting there nervous.
Oh.
So I'm in the shop.
But you notice the beggar that's usually there's been moved off.
Yeah, they've
they've
been threatened.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking get my crisps. Prawn cocktail.
Tomato.
Fish.
No fish near them. They're just tomato, mate. Just tomato flavour.
Well, my bags were bags.
Okay.
I turn around.
Were they a biodegradable bag, or did you just go for the? Do you like a thick black bag? Or you
As
go
thick as you get beast bags out of
you like them thick.
yeah,
you
out
like
of
it thick.
Tesco. It's
I've heard that,
amazing,
I've heard that,
amazing.
yeah.
I turn around and I watch a young man
Oh,
who could be 25, he could be 65.
Dundee face.
Don't know. Junkie, and he was stealing.
Oh,
And he was stealing white pedal bin bags.
oh well.
Now, how do you think about that? Has he been sensible because he's getting them in his pedal bin?
He wouldn't have
Or
a pedal, man.
He won't have a pedal bin.
What's he using them for?
Don't
Auto
know.
asphyxiation.
I just don't know, but he was really. It was the.
Oh,
it was
that-
like
that shop's robbed to fuck.
it was comedy
It's
stealing
robbed to fuck.
because he was going like that. I see that over there,
Oh,
and then he went like
the,
that.
the classic. The
and
cla-
everyone's just watching him. They just let him walk out.
the classic.
But it just. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
If he'd been stealing food, he'd been stealing something. I would have been. I didn't.
Must have had it for a purpose.
Just fucking
maybe he's
white
cut,
pedal bin bags.
maybe he's cut a body into very small chunks.
Oh God, I never thought of that. My dad, God, this was a long time ago,
Yeah.
over 30 years ago. He was called to a place, or he worked for the water board,
Yeah.
burst pipe stinking,
Yeah.
the whole thing is
Oh.
at sewage.
Dennis
wasn't.
Nelson's house.
It was a bag with body parts in it,
Oh.
but they didn't actually find it.
No,
And they were looking around the area and they could smell this smell.
it's quite a smell.
They said there's actually no pipes here, so we don't know what it is. So they thought it'd be a dead animal or something.
dead
And then the
animal.
next day,
It was a Dundonian.
it was well,
I think it was somebody bumped off in Dundee the other day.
he was put in a bath in the multis and cut
Oh.
up into wee pieces and put around the town.
It's almost worse to chop the body. I can understand killing somebody. I think about killing you most days.
You tell
But-
me that.
I could kill you quite easily, but to chop you up would be difficult.
Oh, it's going to...
I wouldn't want your wee face looking up for the bath.
Oh, I done a good job on this.
I'd have to destroy your
I
face.
died well, didn't I?
I'd have to destroy your face. I was a good
good boy.
I'll try and not be a fuss.
I won't
I'm
get
not-
blood everywhere.
I'll try and soak in my blood.
Fucking hell, man. I am so fucking mad. And now I'm talking about it. I've wound myself up again.
Yeah.
And I can feel the
Folk,
pressure.
Folk being inconsiderate.
Right. Oh, God, there was more on the left, right? So there's someone moved in on my floor.
Uh-huh.
So I walk in, he goes, 1.
Oh, fuck, who was that?
Now, I didn't know he was in because I'm about to fucking elbow
One.
this cunt
One.
in the fucking throat. But thankfully I didn't because he's moved in on my floor. Don't know who it is.
What
Don't know
we
who it
should
is.
do is...
1.
Ah,
I can't think.
that's wild. Imagine doing that.
Do you imagine? Now you're a
That's
fucking
wild.
terrible person just going in going 1.
One.
You wouldn't do that.
What we need
You're
to-
not like that.
Well, no, I'm not like
You're
that.
polite
at all.
as fuck.
What we should do is we should get a little seat and cover nice and covered with a damask, and then like a little concierge
nice.
jacket,
Yeah.
and just stand there. Okay, when people come in, and when they go 1, you go, "What the fuck do you think I am?
What do you-
I fucking
what do I
lift
look
a 10.
like? What do I look like to
I
you?
lift a 10.
This is my clothes.
I lift a 10
You
to you.
fuck.
You fucking cunt.
Pull out a fucking candle, not a candle. A knife.
A knife.
I wasn't thinking.
Just stab them.
Oh.
Okay, we should do cut their Achilles tendons. Get up the stairs yourself, cunt.
Coming after you.
Coming after you.
It makes you
That
so
lift
mad.
is so annoying.
Makes you so
But
mad.
there's some lasses in this lift that when you're in the lift room, they're giving off such a weird vibe.
And
You're like-
odour. There's an odour.
You're like, fuck.
Oh, did you smell it yesterday?
No.
The glands are back.
On this
in the
floor.
lift.
On the
Right.
lift.
I went
It's
in
not
with
this
4
dog.
people.
I think it's a dog on your floor now
Do you think so?
because no smell here. It's another
Oh.
Frenchie. The French bulldog.
Oh yeah, there is. Well, there was 4 people in my floor got in the lift.
Aye.
And
You had to
I
apologise.
actually-
They all thought it was you.
No, we all got in together and we just looked at each other and the door shut and they pushed past me to get out. One of them's in their 60s and she was like, "Get the fuck out of the way," and shoved me.
Someone has to be done.
Oh my, this a dog shit smell. You go, it's dog shit.
Aye.
But the glands,
The gland.
you feel dizzy.
It's like a tar. It's a greasy smell.
It gets
It's a
on you.
thickness. Yeah.
It's a terrible smell.
They're living in houses with that dogs. Their clothes must be stinking. Imagine, because a lot of these people, they have wee dogs and it's their baby, so it'll jump up in their bed. You know what I mean? It's anal gland. Oh,
Oh,
but they'll
yes.
get used to the smell.
Oh, it was bad. It's been that bad. I had to give you a whole can of oust,
Yeah.
and then I went into the lift and kept spraying it every
was
time it opened.
and another thing that annoys me,
Oh,
I
got
think it's the
hiccups.
fuckers that were rude to you in the lift. They'd wedged the fire door open, and they must have done it the other day, and they've just left it wedged open. So it's been wedged. I came in here and unwedged it.
Oh God, I did shout at someone else.
Yeah.
Well, no, I shouted to the air.
Shouted into the...
Someone
Mhm.
had propped the door open.
Yeah.
But what happened is I didn't see it propped open because the brick was on the inside and I opened it and fucking tripped on it like an idiot.
No.
Right? Actually, I should go back to the story of the guy who shouted it because there's more to it.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. So, it doesn't make me look good, but there's more
This
to
is
it.
really helping Jordan out, by the way.
Okay, so she'll be next. I'll shout at her.
Just will do. Well,
But I saw someone unloading, so they just opened the front door and wedged it. So I was like, "Who the fuck left this, you fucking stupid cunts? If I got a fucking hold of them." I knew it was him. But anyway, I forgot to say, I'll finish the story. Opened the left, guy says, I need in there, all this sort of stuff. And I went, fucking cunt. But because he stood there not moving, and I stood not moving, I'm going, "You fucking cunt." The door's just gently shut again. So I went, ding, 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 ding. "You fucking asshole." It opened again. I was still shouting. I was embarrassed.
oh God. That's,
And then that was enough to sort of lance the boil of anger.
Yeah.
And by the time it opened again, I was like, yeah, well, fucking just went off.
Yeah, okay.
I looked like an idiot.
It's like, in 1984, is it the 5 o'clock hate? They all stop what they're doing. They just go, fuck I am, we could do that.
That's me in the lift.
That's me.
Anytime now. Now, I've had a solid, more than a week, 9 days. I've just, I've been, people have seen just sitting back. Your hands are still, you're relaxing.
You on the
tone's down. They thought I was.
Beta blockers.
They thought I was on something. Invented in Dundee. Beta blockers.
Well, do you know what it's mainly used by?
What?
Snooker players.
Oh, to stop them.
To stop them, calm them down. The yips. They're good for the yips.
The yips. You get that in everything, though. It's all got different names, but you get it in every sport.
Well, everything in life.
You'll see, when swimmers, they're about to dive.
Look at the yips.
You'll see some of their legs start vibrating, and they're like, they miss it.
Like the sprinters. You know what the sprinter yips?
Oh my God.
You're on a knife edge.
Do you imagine? Oh, farting
who was
away.
it? Remember when snooker? Remember when darts was a big sport?
Huge.
Vast.
On telly.
It still is, but just we folk of a certain...
There's a young lad recently who's got really well known.
He looks...
He looks 83.
Have you seen his missus?
Is she like in her 60s?
Well, he's like 12.
But he's only 12.
She's 36.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I saw a thing
Very
of a
strange.
woman, and it popped up on Twitter, and I'm not sure if it's real or not. It's a woman, she's like that. I've been wanting to get this done for a long time. And she's had her teeth. Is that real?
That can't be real.
I'm not sure,
They're
mate.
plastic.
I am not sure because I saw a guy in my work, a worky guy that's had these turkey teeth in, and they're like that.
Because they call them grills after a car, but not after a Tesla.
But
you
they're
want
white.
Yeah, they're just plastic.
It's a kind of man now, which I hope doesn't last long.
Right.
It's they're like a peaky. They dress like a peaky blinder, but
I've
then
seen a
they've got
lot of
the
that.
teeth.
Yeah.
Those can fuck.
They spend a lot of...
Just look at the mug shots of the real Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Just go and look it up. The real Peaky
They
Blinder.
look very different.
Very, very different.
The Peaky Blinder look, I've noticed, the guys, their shirts are too tight.
Yeah.
The waistcoat,
Well,
they're smart.
I would call it the David Essex, but nobody would know what I'm speaking about.
That's a very good point.
Can his gypsy look?
Yeah, but they use moisturiser.
Very much
Every
so.
one of them uses moisturiser.
They've all got the teeth.
Yeah.
There was a football game on Saturday, and I don't know who was playing. I've no interest.
No.
But there's a big gang of guys going to the match, and I was getting a shout out the window, get those sideburns cut, because everyone just had that haircut that's like a machine gunner's haircut. It's the wee pompadour and nothing on fade, nothing on the sides of their heads. It's a wild look.
It's a Peaky Blinders
There's uniforms. I was always thinking the way things are going, the internet's meaning that everyone has the subcultures. There'll be people there's goth still and there's punk, and everybody's going to get a very specific look to themselves. No, the tribes amongst the young people.
Oh, it's
are
always
very.
It's
the one that gets on my
tits
tits is the completely black uniform the wee shitty bairns wear.
Yeah,
They have the hoodie. It's the black upon black. It's so weird. And it's such a joyless look.
And it's so dangerous when they're crossing the road.
No, but isn't it
Can't
joyless?
see them.
Just a lack of colour.
I've always been
horrible.
the opposite, and even now I am. I wear a bizarre mix.
You're offensively colourful.
From the waist down, I'm always camouflage. Because it covers up shit in myself.
Pissing yourself, yeah.
And from the top up, I'm usually bright colours.
Well,
but you're brighter than me today.
I'm wearing a red for the top. But I saw it was a hatching chameleon.
Okay.
The chameleon hatches.
Hoodie.
It's the first time it changes colour. And I thought of you.
Oh.
Because I had that loose skin.
I've seen the one that's pulled back and it looks like it's wearing a wee gecko hoodie. It's just, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I
get the anger.
I am angry.
There is a kind of person who, and experience this, I work with the public a lot, and they're just like that shit. And they'll get something for free and then complain. And I want to smash them in the face.
Was in a restaurant.
Yeah.
In St Andrews with a load of friends, when I had friends, and one of my friends went,
oh,
and I belted his arm.
It's awful.
Went, don't you fucking
Yeah,
dare!
it's
I'm
awful,
with, don't you fucking dare! And he had no idea what it was on about.
Yeah, that's awful.
He had no idea.
That's so poorly brought up.
I went, you know what you've just done? You've cost me a huge tip now. I've got to pay for your damage.
See, when me and my brother were...
And I give 20 quid to her.
We'd go to my granny's house, right? Now, my granny was as generous as can she just spoiled us with stuff.
Yeah.
I would never have dreamed of just going through my granny's kitchen and helping myself with biscuits.
No, you don't do that.
I would never have dreamt of doing it.
You don't do that.
But there's folk now, they'll just
if
help
someone
themselves.
went into my house and just went, "What you got?"
Yeah, my
and
granny's
slammed
house.
their fucking
My
nose
granny's,
in the
my
cupboard.
granny's house.
You
I wouldn't
don't
have
do
done
that.
No, I wouldn't have
You
done
don't do it. No, so I and now, like I was saying, this guy was furious. It caused weeks of problems because I couldn't let it go.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
pleasant.
he didn't understand.
Poor character. The worst thing in English language, the worst like conversation you can have is the people that say the letter and they go, well, somebody's got. I give somebody
Give
a
someone a
job.
job. Oh, right. Fuck it. See, right. See when they start that shit. See when they start that shit. They can actually justify it, but if I don't do it, their children are going hung.
It's not.
You
and
fucking piece of shit.
Littering is not.
You fucking cunt.
It's not a class
You're
thing.
not helping me today,
it's not
man.
an age thing.
I'm getting a sweat.
Yeah, but folk at litter, you can't train them not to. They just don't care.
It's
And then
horrible.
I see folk at litter and I've got kids, and I go
and
to
they're
myself,
learning. They've
no,
shown
but you
over and over.
care so little for you. Because if something happened to that bear and it'd be my wee ends. But you're littering the planet, man. You do not give a fuck. It's all bollocks. There's a level. Did you
I
see the
get
thing
so
that
wound
happened?
up by it.
Now, I generally think kids are great. I speak to young people all the time because I dress young, so people generally think
They think you're
who's
one
this?
of them.
One of them
With the jowls.
with the jowls. I put a cold flannel on it just before I leave the house.
I don't care.
No, we should. The in Blair, this is the level of stupidity amongst some kids.
Yeah.
14-year-olds, couple lassies, couple laddies, which is always a bad combo because the laddies play up to
They've got
impress
to.
the lassies.
That's the rules.
And the lassies learn, we can get these fucking idiots to do anything.
That's the rules.
So they're in the woods in Blairgowrie. They're littering. They're throwing all their shit about.
Right, okay.
A tiny wee woman in her mid-70s is walking past and she goes to them, I hope you get to pick up that litter. What do? They start calling her a pedophile and push her down and she falls over. They're filming this themselves.
What?
They put it on TikTok. They've been arrested and charged for assault on
What
this woman.
fucking
But they called an
idiots.
old lady a pedophile and knocked her over. These little self-entitled cunts. Now, they need to be severely punished.
To
but
be fair.
what's fascinating is that they're fucked themselves.
Yeah.
If that old lady, imagine she died and there was no film of them doing it. Nobody would. It would be a
Jesus
mystery.
Christ, yeah.
But they've been caught out. But on Facebook, there's the locals are discussing it, and it is absolutely wild. People are saying, "Oh, they should set fire to all their genitals." An adult man's written this.
This is you get people who get
It's
very
so
worked
vigilante.
up.
People's like, let's all go round to their house, and then
I
folk are
remember
defending.
when-
Oh,
That bairn was killed in Liverpool,
right,
and the two kids had killed this child.
yeah,
I'm not going to name them. There's these two kids. They named it, and they were bringing the kids out of court in a van. Now you know they weren't in that van,
no,
but people were running at the van to get them
Yeah.
to what? Kill them.
yeah. I once
It's
saw
like,
a thing.
what the fuck?
I commented on a thing once on Twitter. And something had happened. Don't know if it was a sex crime, but this guy wrote a very impassioned speech about what he wanted to do to them. And it was like stripping them naked, peeling the skin off their testicles, cutting off their toes. It was a torture scenario.
Right.
And I said to the guy, forgive me, but that sounds like you're a bit of a fucking sexual deviant yourself. And he didn't take kindly to it. But it was erotic. There was an eroticism about
Yeah, too much detail.
You're like,
He knows where to put a full stop and a comma in a conversation about
yeah,
cutting someone's toes
it's
off.
like the horrible thing.
Exactly.
You saw that thing, and I don't know where it's going to end up, but in Russia, the Russians caught those terrorist people, and they fed
Jesus,
a guy's
yeah.
ear, and then they were torturing them. And folk are like, yeah, that's what we should do in this country. No fucking hell, it's not what we should do in this
that's-
country. Why do you think that's right? You watch things, and the police are dealing with some fucking deviant person, but they have to be polite and professional. That's how you.
'Cause that's how you deal with
That's
it. That's
how
how
you
you
deal.
get a court case. That's
You-
how you get them convicted.
That's sadly you can't let the family of victims involved in the court process. You can't let them. You can't just give them a hammer and say go and sort it out.
Because they would, and no one would
No.
judge them for it.
No, but
You've got to. There's a
Yeah,
barrier there.
yeah,
You've got to have.
Yeah. Ugh.
God Almighty! What a start to
I
the
tell
day.
you why
I
you were
blame
angry.
Jordan.
Jordan's done all this. Why you were angry the other day is because you went and looked up blot outdoors. Didn't
Right. Here's the next thing.
You? Now, did we find out who said they liked Blot? Can we track back and find out?
You did.
No,
you told me.
No, somebody.
You told me.
No, somebody.
Don't fucking blame them.
You don't
Innocent.
listen. Someone
You're
said.
damn right. I don't listen to
Someone
you.
said to us, somebody wrote in and said, "Have you ever watched Blot
right.
Outdoors?"
Okay, that's right.
And I lost my mind over it. But who is it? Could you write back this again?
Now here's.
Go on,
I
tell
want to do
me
the
your
story.
experience.
Once again, can you just picture what I'm going?
Were you trying to watch Avatar 2?
I'm in the house,
Uh-huh.
and I rarely get time to watch films because I'm very busy at the moment. So I go, okay, we've got time tonight with my girlfriend. Let's watch Avatar 2.
Smell of the water.
I've never seen so much shite.
Oh, do you not enjoy it at all?
In my life.
I've not seen it.
It's edited by a crazy person.
Well, he is crazy.
He goes, look, I need to talk to, and it cuts, and they're in a spaceship, and then they just go, and it cuts, and you can't follow it. It's terrible. And there's a weird sensation I had.
You've
3
always
minutes
got a
in.
weird sensation.
3 minutes in, I went, is this silly as fuck?
No, it is.
Is this really fucking silly? And my girlfriend's going, yeah.
Well, the blue
So for
things.
3 hours,
the blue
20
things
minutes.
are not. They're born out of tree stumps, but they've got nipples.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It's fucking terrible.
Is it bad? Is it?
It's so
I've
bad.
not got around to watch
It's
it. It's like
so-
3 hours long, isn't it?
Now,
Did you watch it?
3 hours, 15 minutes,
Oh,
20 minutes.
fuck.
Now, and it feels it.
I can imagine.
The scene where they have a big fight on the end of this big boat,
Oh wow.
the special effects are astounding.
Yeah, it's astounding.
It's you forget you're watching special effects 100%. It's amazing. But I'm going to give you an example. This whale appears.
Is it a whale? Is
It's
it
got loads of fins,
It's a wonderful
six
willy.
blowholes, right?
Uh-huh.
Boo! And this guy, and he makes friends with it because it's got a harpoon through it. So he pulls the harpoon out.
Oh, it's
And
like
he
the
goes,
Samson. and Miller.
"Oh!" And he goes, so what happened to you? And it goes, boo! And in subtitles, it says, it's too painful to talk about.
Jesus.
In subtitles, it goes, "Arr!" And you know how it communicates that to the guy? With its eye.
Oh, what, like Stephen Hawking?
It winks. And then it comes up in subtitles going, it's too painful to talk about. I swear to God, this happens.
Is the villains just rednecks again?
Rednecks again. Now, there's a captain of this big ship, right? The ship's cool, just the usual James Cameron thing.
Yeah.
Looks good, you know. It doesn't look futuristic. It's kind of like a different form of now technology.
Yeah.
And it looks good, looks amazing. But they've got this Australian guy who's captain. Let's make some money. Get him, turn it around. The guy doesn't want to be there.
Oh, God.
I don't know if he's the driver and the actual actor didn't turn up, but the guy does not want to be there.
No.
He puts no fucking effort in
Oh.
because he's like, I'm in just a blue room. There's nothing makes sense. Let's go.
They remember they used to act to like a tennis ball and a stick. They don't even have that now.
They don't have it. They just like make it up in your head, you daft cunts.
That's
But
what acting is essentially. So
the
they should-
whale has conversation.
like
He's
free,
going, what, really? It's unbelievable.
he is a genius.
What?
An auteur. James Cameron. Deeply unpleasant man.
Unpleasant. Aliens was great.
Driven.
True Lies was great.
Yeah.
But let's just calm down.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
God.
more to come. It made a fortune. There's more
He's
to
going to
come.
make another 4 each. The editing, I swear to God, this is a 9-hour film that's been edited down to 3 hours.
Fuck, there'll be the director's
There's
cut.
just
you know
loads of bits cut out. Loads of bits cut
Oh.
out. And there's nothing funnier than you see a blue baby being held up to, and they're going,
Blue
I
Jesus.
know. Yeah, and it's,
Oh. Is Zoe Saldana in it? Is she back?
yeah, she's crying and
Is
screaming as
Sam
usual.
Worthington in it?
He's in it, not acting as
Is
usual.
Sigourney Weaver back?
She's back as a 13-year-old.
How did that work?
It's very confusing.
Oh,
She's like Jesus.
she's Blue Jesus.
She's Blue Jesus.
Smurf Jesus.
And they're in the water. Oh, we can't breathe because we're now in water world or whatever the fuck they're in, right? They're in this. They
what
become
are they
water
called?
people.
The Navies. Is Navies not guys that dug tunnels for the railway? The Navies.
Yeah, that's it. Right. So they're not longer in trees because they're in shit, right? So now they go to.
Is there a
land of
water version? Have they got gills?
It's all water. Yeah. Now they've got a thicker tail and they've got like webbed. They'll all look like they're from the islands up north. right? It's
Uist.
exactly the same. They're exactly the same as the people from Uist. They're very fast in the water, right? So they're going, you come and live with us and all this sort of thing, right? So they've got to learn their ways.
Ooh.
But they can't hold their breath. So they're underwater and they went, take this jellyfish, which looks like angel wings, they stick it on their back and it helps you breathe. It's an aqualung jellyfish in the shape of wings that glows. So they're... I couldn't believe my eyes.
It all sounds like a Yes album cover.
I couldn't believe... Yeah, but it was so much right now. Here's the thing. 2009... The graphics were restricted, so they had to. You focused on things. Now they went, fuck, we've got tons of computers.
Yeah.
Put everything at once. I was like this for 3 hours. I couldn't have fucking focus on a thing.
You could have died in the cinema.
It was fuck. It done my fucking head in, right? The editing was all over the place. Some word in goes like this. That's his acting.
But the thing is, he could die in real life, and they've got him on the computer now. They'll just carry on.
Well, they don't need his voice because he didn't speak through the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he goes, oh, our family is our fortress. And I was like, I'm going to almost say that. No, I'm not going to say what I thought. But I was like, this was fucking the whole film.
You did watch it, though. It's your own fault.
I paid £3.50 to hire it. I paid. It was on Amazon.
Oh, you idiot.
Well, it was like I was going to... Right, I was that, and I've still not seen Megan yet. So I thought... You know what?
Megan's fine.
I want to see
Megan's
Megan,
fine.
but I want to really see
Megan's
Avatar,
fine.
and I'm going to save
Talk
Megan.
to Me's better than Megan.
Yeah, I want to see.
I
that
watched
as well.
one called Imaginary the other day. It's a
Oh,
podcast.
is it bad?
Well, it's a podcast I listened to. A Stephen King thing. They just take people on speed, but King Cast or something it's called.
Okay.
And they've had Stephen King on. I really like Stephen King. And they had a guy on it and made this film Imaginary. So this bear called Chauncey. It's really good. But it's a Blumhouse movie, and they made it for $5. It's absolute shite.
Oh my!
It's so shite. It's so shit.
Did you see the new Exorcist yet?
Oh, with two lassies? No, I'll never
my
watch it.
God.
No, I'm never watching it. I've got to that stage in my life. I don't have time, so I have to edit my choices.
This is the problem. I didn't have time, and I had 3 hours
When you're a bear and you just watched anything,
all the time.
everything.
Now I can't do it.
I give a film 10 minutes, then I just switch it
It
off.
literally takes me a year to get around to a film, right?
Yeah.
And I finally got around to this fucking Avatar.
I want to watch. I'm enjoying the 3-Body Problem because it's got the balls to kill people off, which I love.
Well,
And I'm wanting to watch Shogun. Shogun looks incredible.
that looks good.
But I'm saving it to just binge it. Real binge that motherfucker.
I'm looking forward
The
to seeing
cast
that
in
as
it's some
well.
of my favourite actors.
Yeah,
It just looks it just looks sumptuous. It just
It looks
immersive.
fucking
immersive,
expensive.
Immersive.
It looks
shit.
expensive.
Immersive.
And you know what? I believe it was extremely expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. I love in Japanese, modern Japan, anime Japan, ancient medieval feudal Japan. I love it all. Japan's fucking great, fantastic, fucking fantastic.
So
The only Japanese thing I don't like is the two dudes out of fucking Crocodile Dundee 2
well,
on the subway station. Everything else about Japan I fucking love, but not that.
it's stuck with you.
So, blot.
Oh fuck! Right, okay. So,
fuck's sake.
picture this.
That was a wonder.
I'm just getting through Avatar. I'm sitting there like, I've been 9 days of peace, 9 days of calmness and no tightness in my chest.
Zen.
And I get a text,
Uh-huh.
and it's from some cunt. Actually, it was you.
It was me.
And
Did
it
I not
says,
phone you to tell you? Or did I?
you text me.
Okay.
And because I went, what? And I couldn't remember. And you went, oh, I went, yep, okay.
Yeah.
So let's watch it.
Okay.
So I said to the cleaning lady, I says, let's watch this thing he's going on about.
Uh-huh.
This fucking YouTube channel
It is
of
wild.
this fucking... Oh, now, I've got to watch what we say because new laws are in Scotland now and we have to watch what names we use because we could be charged with hate crimes just by making someone feel fear and alarm.
By repeating what he said.
Not by repeating what he... Well, yeah. You have to be very careful. There is a new law that came in on April the 1st to international listeners.
Are you allowed to hate? Are you allowed to criticise somebody who's like an arsehole? Can you make an arsehole fear?
If we said to someone, they're a fucking dick, they're an arsehole, before that wasn't accusing them of anything. Now they could say, because we have a public voice, that's fear and alarm because we have listeners that could act upon it. So they felt, and it is a genuine law. So we have to be very careful. No names anymore. You will never hear a name here again, apart from Lorraine Kelly. But that's it.
She's immune to any. But the block guy.
Him. I watched this thing, and he's a guy that goes stealth camping.
But
he doesn't know the meaning of stealth. He's screaming all night with a giant torch.
So he goes. I watched one where he's outside a cheese factory, sleeping in a puddle, eating ginsters and drinking a bottle of whiskey. This one, he goes to a well-known dogging spot in Sunderland. He takes his pal,
which people have been fly tipping it.
The fly tipping, cloggy.
Oh.
It's all the barks are rubbed off the trees where folk have been riding again.
Just holding on to it.
And he goes there in this horrible little tent. He's got to share with his mate, who's dwarfism, and he's a charming guy, but he gets steaming drunk
so fast,
so drunk fast. But then he films him pissing drunk against a tree. When he turns around, he's
pissed himself.
And he films him then climbing into the tent.
And then he falls and rolls and roly-polies into the tent.
It's honestly like...
It's the bleakest...
It's like bum fights. It's gone to that...
It's that level.
That level of the internet. And his stuff he says is wild.
I've heard people saying things about... They watch something like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you feel you need a shower after it.
Yeah.
I've never felt that because it's a film.
But,
after watching that, I've picked up this OCD of cleaning my hands with alcohol.
But
it's vile.
So his mate gets in the tent, which now smells of pee. They're lying down.
You legend.
Both of them are like...
And then the wee dwarf guy goes...
He said... And he falls asleep. Then he cooks up these burgers, which are just...
They're not cooked.
They're not cooked.
They're not cooked.
Raw.
He bites it. You can see they're not cooked.
And the two of them eat two burgers.
Raw burgers.
But how a drunk person eats, kind of like a kebab, that. The two of them are like that. And he's like just gurning to the camera. But what's most galling about it, they're far more successful than us.
They are massively successful. He's just packed in his job. He said that. He says, packed in his job. All right. And he says words we now can't repeat because of Scottish laws.
Yeah.
That's not recording. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my God.
Is it recording? It's recording.
Oh my fucking... No, I would have lost my mind.
No, it's No, we're recording the audio and I thought the camera wasn't recording, but it's just changing its settings. It's okay, it's fine.
The guy... But no, good on him for making a stab at it, but... It's like wild.
It's horrific to watch, and I'm sure a lot of people are watching like we are going, is this real?
But the guy has an energy I don't like.
Yes,
he's got a face.
You can't say things now.
His energy I don't like. But he, there's one where they go to this African restaurant takeaway and eat the food, then vomit it up, and they film it all.
You were telling me they're both vomiting on
both vomiting on their plates.
I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that.
And I'm like, what is this? But you know how people say, oh, we just can't make a... I watched like Red Letter Media, and it's a bit in Indiana Jones where they have to push the statue with the boobs, and they have to get rid of the boobs. Like, people can't say porn.
Yeah.
Because if you say porn...
It's prawn
and stuff.
Well, now...
This guy...
He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care.
If anyone's going to watch this, you'll hear racist, sexist... well, is it racist? It's beyond... He's moved on to this next level of I don't know what.
But it's him. It's not a performative thing.
No,
it's just him.
And my girlfriend was literally an hour through. She goes, I can't. And she's looking through her fingers the whole, like the worst horror film she's ever seen.
But in the background, you can hear people copulating and like,
it's horrific.
It's wild and yeah.
It's horrific.
But he drinks, and I'm not exaggerating. The two of them have got tinnies, but they drink a full bottle of whiskey.
They drink and drink
full
and
bottle of
drink.
whiskey. I mean, they guzzle it down.
And the thing is, we know you're not really meant to mix your drinks.
No, never mix the grape and the grain.
Beer, cider, red wine, then whiskey. And a lot of whiskey.
He calls it wasky.
And I don't understand the joke.
No, you don't. But he just
he goes,
I'm going for it. He goes,
matron.
He goes, I'm going for a Winnie Mandela.
I don't know what that means.
He goes, I'm going for a Slobodan Milosevic.
I don't know what that means. We were trying... My girlfriend was looking for rhyming slat. We can't figure it out.
Mandingos, candingos. He just...
Everything's dingo.
It's weird.
I don't think he knows the real meaning of what he's saying.
It's worth...
I believe he's so stupid he doesn't know what he's saying.
But it's worth researching the Mandingo thing because it's weird. It's interesting, but it's kind of disturbing.
Very disturbing.
Very disturbing.
But I think he says things and he genuinely doesn't know
what
he
says flied lice. Repeatedly.
I know. And I don't think now I'm not defending any
No, I just don't
stupidity or anything like that. But I don't think
he's just thick.
I think he's just thick. I hope he's.
But this
just
is a
thick.
man that's changed
I
his
hope
life.
I'm naive.
I think it's
and
a
I
man
think
that's
he's
just
just thick.
changed his life around.
And you think we're getting that sort of money
But
where
you
you could
think-
leave your job?
I was saying,
You wouldn't get a shitty cum covered.
but people will say, "Oh, you're being
Put
horrible."
a shell on it.
Because a dwarf, a guy with dwarfism, is more than happy. Of course, he should be on stuff, but I've known in
Pissing yourself, falling into your own piss.
I've known in the past people who have been friends with people that tags along with them, and on the surface, oh, I love him. He's my mate.
Yeah.
But there's an element that's unpleasant.
I picked up on
And
that,
that
very
vibe-
quickly.
That vibe
Very
is. It's.
quickly.
I don't know quite what I'm trying to say.
I don't
because
think it's- I don't
he'll
know if it's
defend himself. He's
exploitation.
my mate. I felt like the lad was being exploited a bit because he was fucking. He should have said, "I won't film you pissing yourself."
But no, he filmed him piss himself, then roll into a
Yeah.
piss-soaked. Oh, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
If you want
but I
to, I've
couldn't
said
stop.
this before.
I couldn't stop watching.
If you want to watch stealth, because stealth camping's a subgenre, which I think we should get into. I'd need a separate tent.
I'm not camping
But
with you.
We should be out and about. We should do
The
stuff like
fuck?
that. We should be out in the woods. We should do something like that.
What?
We should do something like that.
What's got
But
into you?
no,
You
but-
don't go out.
No, I do. I do.
I
that.
said to you, we could hike someplace. I
No,
could take
no,
you to a
no,
hidden
no, I
place.
won't hike.
It's not far.
No.
I could
I'll
take
get out
you.
the car and I'll walk from the car park a feet.
No,
feet,
it's
3
not
feet.
far. I
Okay.
could take you to a
Park
place
in the
that you'd
middle
love.
of somewhere.
I don't know if you'd fit in it. You put a wee
No.
bit of beef on. I don't know if you'd fit into the area.
Okay.
'Cause you have to put your arms
I'm
up.
no spelunking.
Okay. Well,
But
you have to do a bit
Steve
of that.
Wallace is the king of the wild camp, and he does really well for himself.
Right.
But he's done.
I saw there's a Steve Wallace exposed video come out that someone's done.
It's a lie. It'll be
Okay.
it'll be a mean spirited lie.
I hope
But
so.
Steve Wallace, if you watch him, he's so kind of. There's a lot of guys that do the camping thing, and they've got all the gear, the EDC, and they light their own
I
fires.
love that shit.
Wallace just pours petrol and stuff
That's the
and
way
sets it
to
with a
do it.
big lighter.
Yeah.
He's Canadian, but his wife
Oh,
died
what a shame.
sadly,
Yeah, that's
and he's
right.
got a gut punch with that. And he got himself the best mate. His neighbour was a guy called Crazy Neighbour, who was just so lovely.
I've seen him, yeah.
and
he's
interacted well, and he's just his compadre, and the guy genuinely, beautifully, no exploit. He's helped him get over the death of his wife.
Yeah.
Crazy Neighbour's
He's died.
He's died.
terrible.
And he put together Crazy Neighbour the movie, and it's just all these clips of folk being stupid,
Yeah.
and it's so loving and wonderful and daft. But Steve Wallace has leaned into the fact he knows he's an idiot.
Lean into it.
But that
That's
guy,
what we're doing.
Blot, does not think he's an idiot.
No,
He thinks he's a charmer,
yeah.
and he's
He's
ambitious.
a comedian,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
not good. The thing is, I'm very angry today, and you're not there yet. So
I'm not too angry.
let's
as you.
do text messages.
This always makes me angry.
Jacqueline Bissett's Badger here with the important
Jacqueline
question.
Bissett in the deep.
With
Is it monkey blood they put in her or chicken blood?
That's you
Louis
shouldn't.
Gossett Jr.'s in that. Poor
Oh,
old
he
Louis
died.
Gossett
Yeah,
Jr.
he's gone.
I loved Louis Gossett Jr.
I like him.
Enemy Mine.
Is it Louis or Lewis?
Louis Gossett Jr.
I'm going to say Lewis because I think that's his name.
What was it? Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah, Enemy Mine. He was great in.
Wonderful.
He was so good.
A
He was so
beautiful.
good.
That's a beautiful film.
We all know Goron worked in a shortbread factory.
I
So what's
did.
your favourite snackable? It could be a biscuit, could it be a sweet slice? What's a sweet slice? What is your beverage of choice to go with it? Motherfuckers for life, especially us weirdos in the genetic shallow end known as New Zealand. We took everyone from the Great British Isles who wore shorts and went Australia, and if you're not good enough for Australia, New Zealand. I
The
believe
sun
that's
will
a
see
fact.
them off.
Yeah.
Don't
wear shorts.
I fucking love brown bread toasted with peanut butter ham on it, butter as well, and a nice glass of cold orange juice.
Oh, you've thought
Wonderful.
about that.
That's a
really
wonderful
nice.
snack.
I like a buttery with nothing on it.
I'm going to get you decent butteries because the butteries here are shit.
A buttery.
They're soft. They call them an Aberdeen roll. They're terrible.
I like them.
You need a thing
No,
called
I like the hard ones. I like
You
them.
need a rowie. I'll sort.
Okay.
We'll do a live buttery eating.
Let's do it. I
and
love
they're
them.
the best. They're better than the croissant. They
Nothing.
call them the Doric croissant.
I love croissants, but I love butteries.
Yeah.
Nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just eat that and just a normal cup of tea.
Yeah.
That's just kind of heaven.
What did I have the other day?
Just a cup of tea.
They sell a thing called a Pop Dot in the Copy, which are miniature donuts with jam inside, and they've got icing over them. I love
Nah, it's too much sugar.
No, they're
Too
lovely,
much
but they're
sugar.
small. They're
it's
small.
It's too much
They're
sugar.
small. They're small.
Yeah, but you eat like 400.
Bite size. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Peanut butter and ham's wonderful combo. Give it a go.
Okay. Retro Box Room.
Uh-huh.
Hi, guys. Since the new laws have come into place in Scotland, is the show only going to be about how the moon has released Spaghetti Monster's camera lens? Seriously, though, do you feel like now you're walking on eggshells? I think for a while until it starts to get tested.
The police are not wanting to get involved in
But
this.
the problem is, if someone makes an accusation, the police have to investigate. They have to by law. You don't just ignore it.
The problem with this is I don't like people that's going after people for fucking sexuality, race, anything like that.
Yeah,
Punching
absolutely.
down. I have a horrible feeling MPs could say I feel threatened.
Oh, it's going to be misused.
No.
It's going to be misused.
Some of these fucking grifting pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You're allowed to threaten them.
Mm-hmm.
They should be threatened. They should be in fear so they don't do shit like that again.
But they're saying it was just going to be for like that race, gender, all these sort of things. But it could be used for anything that causes fear and alarm.
Jeez.
What's fear and alarm?
Yeah. No, I've got a big problem.
What does that mean?
How many MPs and MSPs are there?
I have no idea.
All over, thousands of the fuckers, right? They don't want to meet the public. Politicians don't like the public. They want to be
Absolutely.
avoid. My mum and dad were in London, I think probably before I was born, and you could walk right up to 10 Downing Street.
Mm-hmm.
You can't now. You can't get near the centres of power. There was a time where celebrities, Bob Dylan used to live in a street in New York and people used to chap on his door.
Mm-hmm.
The wealthy have just built up gates away from us.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think this is going to help them. No, because who's going to use this? It's going to be people with power. The powerful always use stuff.
To be fair, we have the smallest known amount of fame and influence
Oh, it's
that you
tiny.
could get. You can't get less than
Yeah.
us.
If we called
But
for
you've built traps for in
Yeah.
case anyone comes
if
up.
we called for revolution,
Yeah.
our militia is very limited.
Well, you tried to call for revolution and you had 7 turn up
7
out
turn
of
up.
700.
Alas, who's more concerned about the toilet roll supply. And there's folk in here, they don't seem to care. They're not speaking. They're not. Apathy, man. Apathy.
The wealthy.
We need to be more like the French.
Yeah,
we really do.
We do. So
we really do. I was watching a lovely thing about up and all knives. You like up and all knives, don't you? Kind of number 7, number 8.
Oh, I love them.
Beautiful knives.
Love them.
They've brought out an up and all knife,
Yeah.
which is for mushroom gathering.
Oh
So
yeah, I
beautifully
bought that
French.
for a friend years ago.
So beautiful.
It's
A
got the brush on the bottom
Yep,
and the curved
yeah.
knife.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
I've
I
got
love
that
it.
quite a
So
while
French. Nice.
So nice.
okay.
They're very nice. Okay. Dr. Arturo,
Oh.
what would you be more disturbed by? A deep fake video of you both
Oh.
or or some slash fiction? What's slash fiction? Slash fiction?
Fan fiction, is
if
it?
either of you, then please don't hold me accountable. If
Oh,
it either happened, he's
if you
made.
fucking do anything.
If we are doing anything,
If you've got a deep fake
I
thing,
swear to God,
I will hunt you down.
we
mate.
will find you.
We will
That's a
find
good question, though. I don't think. I think in this world, you just got to go. "Pfft, it's going to happen. There's.
It's
When it first started, people were sending me singing lots of songs,
yeah. There's nothing,
and it's just you just got
It's
to tune
like
out to it.
you'll use all it need. A lot of the powers that be, it's apathy. They
What's
don't,
this with you going? You could be. It could be. Is this the new you? Why are you not angry? Why am I angry?
I don't know.
Why are you not angry?
Maybe the change.
You're
Have
going
you
like
been through
this.
The change?
Well,
I'm quite
I don't like
subdued. I had a
this.
good sleep last night. I was quite subdued. Nothing's particularly pissed me off in the last few days.
days.
No, it's been a few days. Yeah.
I've absorbed all the anger in the building.
You're a giant anger sponge.
Hello.
You know this Bubba the love sponge.
Yeah,
You're Bubba the hate sponge.
I'm the hate sponge.
You're the hate sponge.
I'm trying not to be. Hello, lads. Warren from Dungan here. Checking in. Sorry to have troubled Goron last podcast with thoughts of compassions with old blot dingo.
Oh!
It's him!
It's him! It's you, you cunt!
Yeah, fucking. Oh, he's lucky he's so far away. We can't get a bus that far. It's him.
Troubled me. Oh, I could feel it bubbling.
I enjoy watching a range of things
I bet
on
you do.
YouTube of viewing podcasts. But as Sinead put it, nothing compares to you. Two weirdos. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's
Sleep easy,
nice of
go
you.
on. And sweet dreams of EDC gadgets. Much love, both of you loons. Oh, you're fucking. Do you
It's
see
him,
how he?
it's him.
Yeah, he knew he's in
him.
trouble, so he
He's
fucking
him.
tickled our balls at the
A
end
little
there.
bit there.
Fucking worm.
Blot.
Well, it's.
Does it? So one's in New Zealand, and
He's
they're a
New
nice
Zealand.
lot.
New Zealand.
Maybe you don't. Yeah, on the surface, Blot seems like this harmless idiot, but maybe it's us.
I don't
being
think.
from here. But I just get a vibe off him.
I don't think
And I
I'd
get
want to be around him.
my spidey sense tingling.
Yeah.
It's like there's certain people who are oddbods, and then they can hoover up other people on the fringes and exploit them.
There's a kind of comedy as well, and it's you'll have experienced this, and it's people that usually touch you,
Yeah,
and they'll go like that. Hey,
Yeah,
I
right.
heard this Mrs. Cancer. Hey, 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 and they'll punch you they'll punch you repeatedly
Yeah.
until you have to laugh,
yeah.
and you go, no, stop punching me. I've
You
got a
know
bruise
the
now.
thing about Blot. This will get you. He's
Yeah.
quick to smile, but he's like Ainsley Harriott. The smile never gets to his eyes.
Never gets these. He's
It's-
always
he never the eyes
scanning.
never.
Yeah.
He genuinely. So I don't like gigglers
Mm-hmm.
because I've found most gigglers I've met in my life, they're giggling away, but the eyes are just fucking dead.
The funny thing is, right, and this is what happens.
But
with
Warren,
us.
you've not upset. You've not
You've
upset.
not. Warren's a
A lot of this is
sound guy.
performative. We're actually dead chilled.
We're quite relaxed. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not.
No, you're not.
But when we're not on the show and we're talking, we really fucking laugh. But when we're here, we tend not to laugh.
No,
I don't know what's happened to my camera. It's getting brighter and darker. If I put the wrong setting on,
it's
doesn't matter.
It's possible.
It doesn't
Your
matter.
fingers are so full of fury you can't hit buttons.
So
proper.
if you're watching this and the colours going,
It'll
I don't know what's
it'll be
happening.
interesting for them.
It'll be
It'll
something
interesting for
different.
them.
I'll fix it for next one.
Oh, better.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we really laugh. And the first time I ever met you, we saw a photograph,
Yeah,
and it was of someone
Face.
whose head exploded,
inflated.
inflated,
You-
4 times the size.
The closest thing I can see, back in the day, folk used to make floats for their lobster creels out of dogs.
Okay.
And they'd get a dog skin and they'd sew up, they needed a dead dog, they'd sew up the eyes and mouth and they'd just inflate the dog.
Okay.
And it looks like someone out of Wallace and Gromit. That's what her face looked like.
It was the
The
funniest shit.
skin came. Did you remember there was a documentary about Dundee, the Nine Wells and stuff years ago?
Uh-huh.
And they were in the pub, Cause, and the laddie showed up at accident emergency and he had his head smashed in and his cheek was broken, his eye, the
Oh
big,
God.
and he went like that and his whole face just went "Boop," and inflated
Oh shit.
because the skin was kind of broken jaw
Just
and the
straight
damage
in.
to his nose.
They
that
do
he-
that when they were taking my teeth out.
Yeah,
Held my nose and went, put pressure on it to see if the air came out.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, we could fix it if it happens.
Oh God's sake!
But
there's a
wait,
woman, Kim, I'm working with. One of her
Oh.
teeth kind of semi fell out.
oh,
So she sorted it herself. I think she used baking soda and super glue.
it works.
Unfortunately, it never glued her mouth shut. She still speaks. Unfortunate.
Oh,
but a lot,
God.
you can buy home dental kits.
Yeah, and they were during lockdown. They were saying just buy them and fix your own shit.
I'm not doing that. I'm quite handy with stuff. If I've got an ingrown toenail, I don't mind just cutting.
Oh,
the
just
fucker
cut it
out.
out.
But I'm
yeah.
no fucking about with my
Your
teeth.
teeth. I the worst toothache I had. It was when I got all my bee stings,
Right,
and I
okay.
got stung in the mouth,
Oh,
and my gum it
Ah.
swelled so badly
yeah.
it split the tooth like
Ah,
that
yeah,
way,
yeah.
and I've never
The
felt
raw
pain.
nerve, just the raw. Well, it's like the marathon man.
It's
Is it-
yeah.
Is it safe?
And he drills through the front.
Is it safe?
Oh my God!
Jesus.
It's
The
so
amount
bad.
of people who you see, like some of these documentaries when they find an old body
Mhm.
and examining skull and they've had abs, kind of like
Oh,
it's killed them. It's killed them.
An abscess is unbelievably painful.
Yes, it's excruciating.
I got one in there and went down to the dentist and they says, right, we'll get you in tomorrow. There's some antibiotics.
Yeah.
We'll get you in tomorrow and we'll get that out.
People,
By the time I went back, it went away and
Yeah.
I went, oh, we'll just leave it.
leave
you
it.
know,
We,
yeah.
Women going about childbirth, I had earache. It's far worse than any childbirth
Earache's terrible.
because it's inside your head.
Well, if you've had earache, you were probably born with earache and,
Yeah.
and you
I had
get it as a
grommets.
child.
Grommets.
Did you?
Yeah, I had grommets.
How long did they last before they fell
They
out?
never. They're still in there.
That's not meant to happen.
Still in there, mate.
I don't know.
I went deaf at 5. I had a speech impairment. I was deaf.
None of this surprises me.
I made up for it. The grommets. Everybody got. And when I was in the hospital looking around, everybody else was getting grommets in. It wasn't breastfed.
Oh God, I'm the same. Look at me.
Didn't get the honest to Christ.
I'm a mess.
Those women
You
wanted
get
to free up
earache.
their time.
Yeah, you get
Okay.
everything. You get bad teeth. You get everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Just from the breast.
Oh,
Breast is best.
I don't like saying it like that though. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what I've done.
What have you done?
The camera's still on. It's not on video camera settings. It's on camera settings. So I'm taking video with the camera settings I took the other day. I know what I've done.
That's fine.
But I'll look fine. I'll fine.
Oh God,
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
angry about
thanks
that.
for the text. Yeah, see you getting
Yeah,
angry.
thanks for
We'll
the
just
text.
check if we've got any more. I don't think that. No, that's it. That's it. So thanks for the text. And if you want to text us, you can become a patron. We need more patrons because we are now using all the money to keep us in here. And Blot is making a lot of money, and we're not.
Well, I wouldn't say he's making a lot of money.
Enough to leave his
Yeah,
job.
enough to leave his job. Yeah, I'd love.
I
to
think
leave
he's
my
grown
job.
up. Children don't talk to him.
I think he's maybe on his second family.
Yeah, I don't think they talk to him.
I think his wife's encouraging of him to stay out the house.
Just the way you go. Now,
It's like the
before I go, in this building, there are people who come here. Now, I've noticed at night, and they just sit and do nothing just to get away from
it's true.
And I never really noticed it before.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in here at night, I'm working.
No, it's a lot of people.
And there's a lot of people just come in and they just sit down and you hear their phone on where they're watching telly.
You know what's good about this place? There's no TV in here. So you get away from it. You can really... I need this place from... My mental health's fine. But you need a place to sit and think. You can't.
Well, the thing is, what I do to think is if I've got work to do, I just love focus on it.
Yeah.
But in my studio right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screens.
Oh, gee, that's too many, mate. That's just too many.
No, one's my drawn one. One's my laptop. I've got a TV.
Can those
Because I
people
play
that,
my Xbox.
Can those people that can't take stuff like that, and there's villages in America they all go to, away from all the radiation from telescreens. You know
And
those people?
don't get me wrong. There'll be a time in my life where I would just love being in a place where I can just read and just be away from it. But it's not just now.
Everybody needs a hammock. My hammock's been a life changer. Love it. Difficult to get in and out of with my bad shoulder.
How was the shoulder?
Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely
not getting
fucking-
better.
No, it's just no. It's never going to get better.
It'll take at least a year.
Yeah, although that's been like 2 years now.
What? Really?
Extreme pain.
Oh, it's not going. You fucked it.
I fucked it, yeah.
Yeah, you fucked
I
it.
fucked it completely.
It's your shoulder. No more lifting.
No
No more
more
walking with me.
No.
So between us,
No.
we're not even a full person.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But I'm
That
not
was-
angry. I'm not angry about
I'm
it.
fucking angry
I'm
about
just,
everything.
fuck, who cares?
I'm angry. I'm in
we're all
hospital
just,
tomorrow.
We're all just meat puppets.
I'm in hospital tomorrow for the P test.
Hospital's in you.
And I'm going up to Perth. 9 in the morning, so I've got to go through traffic.
Perth's a struggle, isn't it?
Oh,
What a place.
I like it. It's a good hospital.
No,
but
Perth used to think it was going to outstrip Dundee and all.
oh, it failed.
Failed.
Well, I went
battled.
I went to college
Yeah.
20... Well, it was 2000, 2001 I went. And I was in Perth College. And at that time, houses, they were up for 30 grand, they went for 60.
Yep.
People were bedding. Oh, we're going in.
Yeah.
The house that was 30 grand and 20 years ago was sold for 60, just sold for 40.
Fuck.
Nobody's going. It's not
Someone
working out.
Perth, because that's the rival. But it was going to get a bigger population. It was going to be this. It was going to be that. Everybody's like, "God, we'll
on
move
its
to
arse.
Dundee and moved it." No, fucked.
It's on its ass.
And it's fucked in the last 20 years.
And
True.
all the shops are the same as Dundee, and it's a bit grimy.
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah. And
not
there's a lot
good.
of money in Perth, out and about in Perth.
As soon as you leave it, going towards there's
Oh.
the race course. As
When
soon as
this
you go,
finally kicks off, we'll buy ourselves big houses, get next to each other, and
No.
I'll get a trebuchet and just fire from
I don't-
early morning.
the
Shout you right
moment
at
we
your
make
windows.
money where I could buy a house,
You're out
I'll
of
never
here.
see you
Never
again.
see me again. We'll
Ladies
film
and-
this from like ebony and ivory.
You know what I could do? And I could actually do this.
Aye.
I can have a split screen.
Oh, wonderful.
And we could just, what we could do is split this,
Uh-huh.
put one bit in your house in a cupboard, one bit in mine, and
Oh.
I could film it as if we're talking to each
If
other.
we've got money, I'm not sitting in a cupboard.
Well, you just put that out the way. I could do that. I could film it like that.
Anything's possible.
I could do that. Ladies and gentlemen, join us on Patreon to see the full video
Did
version
you
of this and
see
changing
one
colours.
other AI thing I noticed? There was a football match, American football in America,
Right.
and the stadium. It was scanning around the rival fans
Yeah.
and giving them crying faces live.
Oh, that's amazing.
So people were like,
That's quite funny.
live,
Live.
and folk could see themselves. What?
That's Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Live. Oh well.
So again, my show wasn't done.
No, it's been the greatest
3
show
weeks.
in history of shows waiting for us.
The power is fading in
Is
it now.
it starting to fade?
It's starting to fade. Until next time, laters.
Ta-ta. Ta-ta.